Hello everyone. If you've been publishing videos to your channel for quite some time, you've probably got some videos that are either dead or they're not doing very well, which means they're not getting many views or generating subscribers. So today I want to share with you how to revive those videos so you can bring them back to life and get more views and exposure to your overall channel. My name is Herman Drost from drostdesigns.com. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then my channel is all about how to grow your audience so you can generate traffic leads and subscribers on autopilot. And I usually upload videos on Mondays and Thursdays and do a live stream 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the USA. I do a live stream then. So good to see everyone here. Tamarino, MT Tech, good to see you. King Eridon. MT Tech up first, okay. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to do this live stream was I've got like over 500 videos on my channel at the moment, and basically I don't, I kind of just keep on moving forward, but sometimes it's good to, oh, hi, 2 Minute Tips, good to see you, Sharon. Sometimes, when you've got a lot of videos on your channel, then you want to also go back, and look at some of the ones that are not performing. And sometimes when you re-optimize or re-evaluate your old videos, then they can actually come back to life and generate views, and maybe they'll even generate get more rankings or get better rankings than what they are now. So some of those videos on your channel, maybe they're getting 0 views, maybe getting 1 view, but just keep in mind that even if they generate 3 or 4 views per day over a period of weeks, months, and years, that's going to accumulate the more videos that you upload. So today I just want to look at the how to revive your old videos, and when you reevaluate or reoptimize your old videos, what Google does, or YouTube, which belongs to Google, it actually reindexes the video, and then what happens is that when you make those changes, to your title and description, tags, etc., then based upon that reevaluation, they'll take another look at it, and then they'll re-rank it, or maybe it'll get a better ranking, get more views, etc. So it's actually worthwhile doing, because maybe even some of those old videos are outdated, or even the content is outdated. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, so you can actually generate more views from the videos that are already on your channel. So we're going to look at the 10 steps that you can do to revive your old YouTube videos. I'm going to go through the presentation quickly, and then you can ask your questions at the end. Just check quickly here. Darren's saying those yellow dollars are killing me. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for posting the link to about TubeBuddy on Facebook. Yeah, you're welcome. How to create a successful channel. Okay, this could also be called how to create a successful channel by revitalizing or resurrecting your old videos. So there's many ways to build a successful channel, but anyway, the first step to revive your old videos is to first identify the videos that no longer receive much traffic. So, oh, hi Joe, good to see you. So what you can do is you can just go, take out go to a Google spreadsheet then create a list of all those videos that are not performing on your channel. So I would go to like the video manager, and then you can just look down the whole list of videos that is in the video manager and look at the views. And that way you can, even when you go to YouTube Analytics, then you can see the top 10 videos, but you can also, oh, hi Rudy. Yeah, Thanksgiving was great, thanks. In your video manager, you can see all the videos that are getting good views, and YouTube Analytics, you can also see the top 10 videos which are performing. But if you go to your video manager, then you just go down there. If you've got a few hundred videos or 10 or 20 videos, you'll quickly see the videos that are just are dead or inactive or not getting many views. I use a software called Easy Ranks Tracker. I think I'll put a link to that in the description below the video, but that kind of quickly shows you the rankings of all the videos on your channel, or even competitors' channels on Google Videos and YouTube, so you can quickly sort and organize them using that software, and you can quickly find which videos, which ones are dead or not performing very well. So yeah, create a list of those underperforming videos, put it in a Google spreadsheet, and I would say only work with a few videos at a time. Somebody's saying I have 400 videos on different topics: psychology, environmentalism, photography. Yeah. Okay, somebody's saying here they got a lot of different topics. So I would say if you have different topics, put them in different playlists if you just use one channel. Yeah, so after you've created that list, I would say only work with a few videos at a time. You don't want to do like a sweeping change and say do 100 videos, 100 old videos at once, because you definitely want to avoid leaving, don't touch those videos that have got high rankings, and they may have no activity right now, but if they're ranking well, maybe they'll start producing good activity along the way. So I would say look for those videos that don't rank well, that are not getting any activity, not getting any views, and work with those. So just work with a few at the same, maybe a few per week or one per week. Hannah, yeah, I'll get to that a little bit later. Just keep your question there. I'll go back to the questions. Number 2, you want to evaluate the video. So I would say watch the video first, watch that old video, and see if the content matches the thumbnail and the title, description, tags, etc. If it's not really congruent or not aligned with the thumbnail that you have and the rest, all the meta tags, etc., then you probably want to change those particular points, in the video. So the question you have to ask about that old video is that video content aligned or related to the thumbnail, the title, description tags, etc. So, and if the video structure and presentation is really bad, you might want to even consider creating a similar video, and then this is related to the content, but in a better structure, because maybe you learn a few things over the last few months or the last few years, and you can create a better video, and then you can link from the old video to the new video using a card or an end screen or something like that, or a call to action overlay. So so that's, if it's really the structures, maybe the video has got a lot of views in the past, but it's not very active now, so you could create a new video and then link the old one to the new one. So so definitely evaluate those old videos. And number 3 is, one when you've evaluated a video, there might even be a section there that maybe doesn't relate to the video content, or maybe you're just waffling on about something. So you might want to take out that section, remove, or maybe the intro doesn't make a lot of sense. You were just, kind of rambling on at the beginning, and then maybe, you didn't hook people at the beginning. So you might want to even remove that beginning or even the end of the video, and so you get straight into the content. So the way to do that is you can use YouTube Enhancements. So you can use YouTube Enhancements to trim the beginning, the end, or even a section of that particular video. And when you do that, when you trim it, then the great thing about that with the YouTube Enhancements is that it keeps the existing comments, rankings, and views. So it doesn't change anything on that video that's still existing on YouTube. Instead of creating a whole new one, you just trim your existing video, and it doesn't change. When you do it, then it'll take a while to process, and you might think, oh man, I've lost a video, but it might take a few hours, a few minutes, etc. But then the video will come back, and you'll see that that section has been taken out, but the views and the comments remain the same. So I'll put a link in the description below this video when it's finished. After this video, to how you can trim that video, trim one of those old videos. Number 4 is redesigning the thumbnail. So I know that on my channel I have some old thumbnails which I didn't even think, when I first started my channel, so much about thumbnails, the value of the thumbnails. So you have some old thumbnails that that don't really do much. If you go to the page where on the YouTube page or the Google page, if they're ranked there, and then you compare them, with your competitors, maybe your thumbnail, you wouldn't even click on it because it doesn't stand out. So redesigning the thumbnail to maybe different colors or contrasting colors, bold text, maybe put your face in there, then it has because your thumbnail gets the first click. So you want to redesign your thumbnail. You can even get it done on Fiverr or Upwork, to get a professional to redesign it, because the thumbnail is the first click. So if you don't get the first click, then they're not going to click on, oh hi Yaki Snacky, good to see you. If you don't get the first click based upon a good thumbnail, then they're not going to click on your video. So that thumbnail is really important to create it's like a display ad. You're having that ad is appearing in the search engine. So particularly in Google, websites are ranked on Google, but they don't have any image there. But if you have a video, you're going to have that little image ad, and then people are more attracted to the image than to a website that's ranked there. So having a good thumbnail, it helps it to rank, helps it to people to click on it, when it's on YouTube. But on YouTube, of course, you have all the thumbnails there and the bigger thumbnails. But if it's ranked in Google, oftentimes the thumbnail is really tiny. So you have to make sure that it's a high resolution, so it appears, so it's very sharp, when it appears in Google. So just some things to keep in mind when you're redesigning your thumbnail is to have a look at your competitors' thumbnails, try to create a different design, and use contrasting colors, use bold text, and you might use a logo or your face in the thumbnail. Number 5 is actually re-optimizing the title. So maybe the title of your old videos is, it's not, I'm just looking at some of the comments there, getting distracted. When you're re-optimizing the title, maybe the title is something you dreamt up but doesn't have your keywords in there, and maybe it's not relevant to the content that's on your video. So you might want to pop a keyword that you're trying to optimize the video for into the YouTube suggestion box, and look at these suggestions there. It could be how to train a dog, and then other suggestions might be how to train your dog not to bite, or how to train your dog to jump, if that's if that was your niche. And then you can use those, use the best keyword suggestion phrase, the best keyword phrase to put in your title, so you can rework your title, and that it may align or be more congruent, or maybe pertain more directly to the content of that video. So maybe your old title was not, maybe it was not very relatable to the content. So watch your video, then go into the YouTube suggestion box, put your keyword in there, look at the suggestions, and try to look for a relevant keyword phrase that you can put in the title. So your title should definitely contain your keyword, and it should also align itself with the thumbnail, because they're going to click on the thumbnail, then they're going to look at the title, and so the title has to align with the thumbnail. Somebody just mentioned here, thanks, I will try the mirror of the true. Saying I will try the links in the description, hope it's going to help my channel. 200 tips are saying that good point about updated keywords and description title. Yeah, the 6th point is about reoptimizing the description. So when you look at a description under the video, it's just going to show, I think it's 2 lines or 3 lines that people see right away. So sometimes when I'm watching a video, I'll look at the summary of the video in the description, and so that that description should encapsulate the content of your videos. So maybe your old description maybe had no description, or it doesn't describe the video, so you want to try to encapsulate the exact content that's in your video. So when people read the description, they may be watching it and reading the description at the same time. And if you're linking to a landing page or another video or to a cheat sheet or something like that, you want to put that URL, that full URL, in the first 3 lines of the description so they can see it right away. And then for the rest of your description, you could expand upon it by just taking some of your transcribed video, for instance, and just expand a little bit by adding a couple of paragraphs or 1 paragraph. What I usually do is I add related videos in the description. So if people are reading the description, they'll say, oh, that video relates to the content. So add some related videos in there, and also your social media links. So the description is not a game changer as far as ranking your videos, but I think if you can, from your thumbnail to your title to your description, if those are all aligned with the video content, there's a better chance that your video will do well. So the 7th point is to reoptimize your tags. And for your tags, maybe your old tags, you didn't think much about what would go into the tags, but especially if you reoptimize the tags, you want to put the title in your tags, and then similar keywords or keyword phrases to your title. So you can go again into the YouTube suggestion box, put your keyword in there, and it'll spit out some suggestions, and then you can 2 tips saying, is a term Google worth putting in the tags? Not unless your video is about Google, or if you say at YouTube, something like that, but I wouldn't put it in there. I don't think it's going to help. YouTube is really looking for what's relevant to the video content, and so your tags you shouldn't try to stuff your tags with non-related words or keyword phrases. So try to think, so say for instance, if it was, say like how to grow your YouTube channel, well, you could have other relatable keyword phrases in there, like how to get more views on your YouTube channel, how to increase subscribers, YouTube growth tips. So these are not exact words that are the same as your title, but they relate to the title. So if you see what I mean, so you kind of try to come up with phrases, and YouTube, apparently the YouTube algorithm is very smart. It can detect, it's called latent semantic indexing, so that it can understand similar words to the words that you're using. So actually a good tool for that is the LSI graph. So I think it's lsigraph.com, and if you put your keyword in there, it'll spit out similar keyword phrases. They're different, but they're similar. And somebody's asking, how important are multiple keywords in one phrase? Well, you definitely, when you use a phrase in your tags or in a keyword phrase, you don't want to stuff the keywords in there. But if you put your keyword in the YouTube suggestion box, then it'll give you a number of keyword phrases there. So I wouldn't try to stuff the keywords in there, but it should be, ideally should sound good, sound normal, but not, say if it was dog training, you're not going to put dog training, dog training, dog training sort of thing. But try to think of similar keyword phrases. So I would say you can even use the thesaurus. Go to thesaurus.com and you can look at similar words that are to the ones that you use. And the good thing about this is that when you might even rank your video for multiple keyword phrases. So instead of like say how to grow your YouTube channel, you might, because that's super competitive, but you might have put a phrase in there like tips and tricks on how to create a successful YouTube channel. So it's kind of a much longer keyword phrase, but maybe you'll rank for that one instead of the super competitive one. So if you put a number of different keyword phrases there that still relate to your video content, you may not rank even for the title of your particular video, but you might rank for that keyword phrase that you stuck into the tags. So that's happened quite a few times for me. I was like, wow, how come that video is ranking for that particular keyword when I didn't even have it in the title? So sometimes it's kind of tricky in that respect. One good tool for that, you've probably heard about this many times, is using the TubeBuddy extension. It's a free extension, and if you use that free extension, it helps you to find not only the keywords that your competitors are using in their own tags, but it'll show you the tag. It'll show you the rankings for the tags that you're using on your videos. So you might go to your old videos and you think, well, that it's not performing very well, but when you look at the tags and using the TubeBuddy extension, you find maybe one or two tags that are ranking, not very competitive phrases, but maybe getting a few views for that. So I'd say when you reevaluate your old videos, some of those may be getting 5, 10 views per day, but I would first start with those videos that are completely dead, not getting any views or any activity, and try to resurrect those ones first before you go to those ones that are maybe getting a few views every day. So, and that will, maybe observe the changes after that. Somebody's saying, I have a growing direct sales team and recommend your channel for info. Your fab. Oh, thanks very much. Appreciate that. Hello from India. Wow, what time is it in India? Must be about midnight. Can't read it. Shrimagimeni. Love your videos. Thank you. 2-minute tips saying how what are multiple keywords in one phrase. I think we answered that. I up most of my sources related concerns. A description, maybe a little more too much introduction. Okay, we talked about tags. Number 8 is the adding cards or end screens. So YouTube's done away with annotations. So a lot of my old videos have annotations in there and the old end screens, but now you can use cards and end screens. So you can go back to your old videos, and I would say look in YouTube Analytics and look at that old video and look at the audience retention rate, the watch time. And if you see the audience retention, you see these dips. You're kind of like, kind of like a roller coaster. And in those dips, it means that viewers are leaving that video. So to change that, you can add a card there that relates to that video content. So, so if you look at the audience retention graph in YouTube Analytics, and you see that dip, then that's a place that you can put a card there, and then you can link to a related video. So when people watching the video, maybe they don't like that part, or maybe it's boring or something, but then they see a card pop up and they think, oh, actually that's something that that I'm very interested in. So then they'll click from that old video to a new video or another video on your channel, and then that starts what's called a session time. So if someone starts watching your video and then links and then goes to another video on your channel, or even a competitor's channel, competitor's video, then you get credit for them starting that session time from your video. So yeah, look, when you're looking at your old videos, look for those dips. Put a card in there that relates to the video content. You can put up to 5 cards on one video, and if there's a section of your video that maybe think, oh my goodness, that should not be there because that's just me waffling on, or it doesn't relate to the video content, then use the enhancements tool from YouTube to chop that piece out, take that section out, and then after it's processed, that will remove that piece, but you'll still keep the views and the comments and the rankings. And you can do the same actually for, oh hi Psycho Gamers, thanks very much, appreciate that. So even with the maybe you have an old end screen that doesn't relate to your video, or maybe go into an old landing page or an old video that no longer makes sense, you could chop off the end of that video and maybe just put an end screen in there. So with the end screen, you can just use their template. So even as you're talking towards the end of the video, you can add an end screen there, and you can play, say like I'm talking in the middle of the screen here, but you could put the end screen at the top, top left, I guess it's your right here, top right, and another one down here, and on the left side you could put your subscribe, have your subscribe link there. So you'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3 links at the end of your video, your old video, that go to another video. So you can go to an old video, a new video. It can go to it'll be a subscribe graphic there, and also the best for viewers. So based upon the viewing history of the person watching the video, then if you check that end screen video, that end screen element that says best for viewer, then YouTube will select the best video that relates to the viewing history of the person that's just watched your video. So yeah, cards and end screens, adding those to your old videos will definitely help to re-engage your audience. Number 9 is adding your old video to a playlist. So maybe your old video is in an old playlist, or it's in a playlist where the content doesn't relate to that anymore, or maybe you want to move it to a different playlist, or maybe it's not even in a playlist at all. So playlists are really powerful, because if people are watching a series of videos in your playlist, that means that's called session time. So you get a long session time where people are spending more time on YouTube, and YouTube rewards you for that. So by putting your old video into a playlist, then it's another opportunity to get more views to that particular old video. Now, one feature that they're doing away with that I'm using now is the featured video. So I could have mentioned that in this presentation, but at the moment, I think till December 17th of this month, actually, they're going to do away with the featured content, which means you can feature a video across all the videos on your channel, or feature a playlist across all the videos on your channel. So what I've been doing is taking a new video, and then I'll make that a featured video that appears across all the videos on my channel. So then you get extra views going to your new video. But they're doing away with that December 17th. So I don't know why. I think that maybe not many people know about the feature and they haven't pushed it. So I guess they're doing away with that. So if you have the 2-bit extension, I think it's in the paid version, you can actually use a card where you can bulk add a card to all the videos on your channel. So I think that's a paid version. But 2-minute tips saying, will we still have the playlist? Yes, the playlist will be there. That's definitely a part of the YouTube machine. So those playlists will be there. But yeah, that featured video that's been around for several years is actually going away. So yeah, put that old video into a new playlist. You can actually, you have official playlists and you have the regular playlist. Now on an official playlist, if you put a video in there, that means YouTube is going to select that playlist or select the videos on that playlist based upon the viewer's experience, or based upon the viewer's past viewing activity. So yeah, if you haven't used a featured video tool or feature on YouTube, then you're not losing anything. But it was a great feature. So you have the official playlist and you have the regular playlist. The official playlist is where you can YouTube is going to select those videos or that playlist based upon the viewing experience of the person, past viewing experience of your viewer. And the regular playlist is just you can actually add your video to multiple regular playlists, whereas the official playlist you can only add your video once to that playlist. So and I would say that if you have a playlist that's doing well, then and it's related to the video, one of your old videos, then add that old video or that reevaluated or that revived video to that playlist. So because it's an established playlist, and you might want to put it at the top of the playlist, because you can sort the order of the videos on a playlist. So you can put that at the top, in the middle, or at the beginning, end, or wherever you want in the playlist. And the last point, number 10, is be patient. So when you re-optimize or revitalize or resurrect the old videos, then what happens is YouTube, Google takes another look at that video, but it takes a while for the changes to come about. So it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months. So you have to be patient. You might think, oh, nothing's happening after I re-optimized the video. So how come it's not getting better rankings, not getting more views? So sometimes it's kind of like kind of like a new wine, old wine, I guess, takes a while to get refined. So you you have to wait a while, wait a few weeks, and then maybe check the rankings and check the activity on that old video. But not all old videos are going to come back to life necessarily. But the more you optimize them correctly, and the main point is create a really good thumbnail and create a really good title, description, and tags. And if all those are aligned in that old video, there's a good chance that it's going to do better than what it is doing now, because at the moment it's kind of dead. Brandon George, yeah, good to see you. Sorry, I don't remember you, but good to have you here. 2 minutes of saying, should I make my playlist official? But should I make my playlist official, and when I want to add a new one, just unlist it as official, then after the new video is added, make it official again? Let me read that again. Should I make my playlist official? Yes. And when I add a new one, unlist it as official. When you add the new video to your official playlist, I wouldn't unlist the playlist. Just add it to that official playlist, and then when you put it into an official playlist, you can still add that same video to other playlists that are not official, like regular playlists. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, so just leave the playlist how it is, and you can just add it. And you can do the same with regular playlists, just add the video to that playlist. Okay, Psycho Gamer says starting a new job next week. Congratulations. Somebody asked, you're from Australia. I'm originally from New Zealand, but I'm in the United States now. Just scrolling through all the comments here, so bear with me. If you have any questions, you can just put them in the chat there, and I'll address them. Yeah, 2 Minute Tip says that's exactly what I did with the live stream. Oh, good. I guess that was trimming the video, I guess. Oh, somebody, Harnish Garag, I think. I hope I got that right. Asking, what's the best app for making a intro? If you want to make a intro, I think you just go to Video Hive. They have some good intros in there. You got to pay for them, or you could just go to Fiverr and look for video intros. Put your keyword in there, video intros, and look at some of the intros that they've got there. So you can get it done by Fiverr. Psycho Game is saying there's Panzoid for intros, Adobe After Effects. Yeah, thanks for those suggestions. ROMP4, good to see you. Yeah, Adobe After Effects. But if you need something simple, I would go to Video Hive and Fiverr or Upwork. Upwork is like have a bunch of freelancers there. I think there's other software out there, but if you want to avoid doing it yourself, but I would say get somebody else to do it for you, to add your intro there. And I would say when it comes to intros, you don't want to do it too long. Try to keep it, because when you start off your video, you want to, and this is a good thing about revitalizing or reviving your old videos, maybe you have a long intro on there that you want to get rid of. So videos these days have to capture the attention of your viewer in the first few seconds, first 10 seconds. So you want to have a hook that captures the attention of your viewer. So ideally you want to ask a question, or say, in this video I'm going to give you 10 points on how to train your dog not to bite. So therefore, then once you've finished your hook, then you want to go into your intro. So it could be a musical intro, or flashing your logo or something like that. And it should only be like maybe 4 or 5 seconds. So a very short intro I would recommend. Marina Explorer is saying, I love your help videos. Can you have the same video in more than one playlist? Yes. So I mentioned before that you can put in the, if you have an official playlist, you can just put one video in there. But if you put it in a regular playlist, you can add one video in more than one playlist of the regular playlist. So to reiterate, one video in your official playlist, and you can use the same video and put it into as many regular playlists as you like. So only in the official playlist can you only put one, unless you, so definitely put it in the official playlist and then another playlist that's related to the content. So the beauty of actually re-optimizing your old videos is that Google's going to take another look at them, and then it's even a possibility, or it has potential, to get good rankings. And if you get good rankings from the revived video, then you're going to get more views, and it's going to boost the overall view count of your channel. So instead of trying to do a ton of old videos, then just choose a few at a time. So just keep in mind that the biggest ranking factor on YouTube is the watch time and audience retention. So the longer that a viewer watches your video, the better. So if you go into YouTube Analytics and you see that you're getting an audience retention, I think it's called the, what the heck is it called? I think it's related audience retention or something like that, where it compares the watch time of your video with other videos that have the same length. So if you're above average, then that means you're getting a good watch time on your video compared to other videos of the same length. So I try to shoot above 50%, but on your old videos, because they're already created, maybe they don't have a very good watch time. So you can't really do much about that, except maybe to cut a section out or add a card, add an end screen. So maybe have a good thumbnail, and then you optimize your title, description, and tags, and then the video itself, if you're going to leave it there, add the cards, add an end screen, and that might get more engagement. So the whole idea is actually to extend the watch time on your old videos. So you get them there first with a good thumbnail and title, and then you got to keep them engaged. So using the cards, using the end screens will boost the engagement from that old video. So have you checked my message yet? No, I haven't. Can't do too many things at once, but I'll check after this. Is there any software to design my video on YouTube? You can't design your video actually on YouTube itself, because they've taken away the YouTube editor. But you can, use video editing software. There's free video editing software. It's like Shotcut. I think WeVideo is another one. And you can also get free trial versions. If you're on a Mac, you can use ScreenFlow, which is what I use. And I think there's many other free softwares out there, but I would say Shotcut is good. WeVideo, I think Filmora has a free trial. I've got a video on the best software that you can use, so you can check my channel for that. But yeah, I think a very easy software to use is something like Adobe Sparks, which is free. And you can also look at Tubegram, that's Tube, T-U-B-E, number 2, and then G-R-A-M, which will take, if you create a video already, you can actually chop it up and then, put preview videos on Instagram or Facebook, etc. And so I think Adobe Spark is a good one. I think Stupeflex is maybe another one. So you might want to check those out. What's the best way to organize my videos into playlists? Recommended like a series kind of river related thing. Well, I would say when you organize the videos on your playlist, you want to put your best video as the first one. And then if it's a series of videos, then ideally put them in an order where people can watch one video and then goes into the next video. So your best video is the first one, and then after they're finished watching that one, the other one should ideally be one that relates to the first video, and so on. So there's even a way that inside the playlist you can actually I think you can even chop off the or give a start time to the video in your playlist, so you could actually do that too. So I don't do that because that takes a lot of time. So it means that people, when they watch videos in your playlist, they have to watch your intro and etc. So but I would say definitely put your best video that gets the most views or most popular at the beginning, and then successive ones as they go through your playlist. If any of you have not subscribed to my channel, then definitely go to youtube.com/iSiteBuild and hit the subscribe button. And if any of you are interested in a step-by-step video course on how to grow your channel, I also have a YouTube course that has like 70 videos in there that it's called tubevideobootcamp.com. So that'll go, you kind of go in those videos. It's some of the similar videos that are on my channel, but it's in a logical order, and I've also removed the introductions that are on my channel. You don't get any ads on them, etc. So that's kind of helpful, especially for people that are maybe starting their channels or want to grow their YouTube channel. So so those are the 10 points that I covered about how to revive your old videos. If you've got any more questions, just put them in the chat. I think I'm just trying to think of other things that you can do. I think one other point that just comes to my mind is that you can actually also repurpose an old video. So maybe as a video that's really bad, can't do much with it, but you could take the content and you could maybe even embed it on your website, or you could take the content and upload it to, just chop it, using Tubegram, or I think it's Tube Chop is another one. Chop up the video and maybe select a piece of content from your old video and put it on Instagram, Facebook, other social media sites. Is there any video blurring app you could recommend, preferably free? There's a blurring tool on YouTube that you can use. So I think it's like if you when you put cards on there, maybe I'll include that link to a video how I show how to blur things on an existing video. So YouTube has a tool where you can actually blur things on your video when it's already on YouTube. So I'll make a note on that to put that in the description after this video, and you can use that. Otherwise, you want to do it in your video editing software. I use ScreenFlow, which allows you to blur objects or people's faces, when you're making the video. But the good thing about the blurring tool is that you can blur faces and objects on an existing video. Brandon saying, before plastering starts on your live stream, if you please, the pencil icon, you can use a photo from your phone or mobile device. I don't quite get what you're saying. Press the pencil icon to use a photo from your iPhone or mobile device. Okay, I guess that's a good tip. So before I don't know what the word is, plastering starts on your live stream, press the pencil icon. You can use a photo from your phone or mobile device. Okay, thanks for that tip. Yes, I want to thank everybody for attending this live stream today, and for those people that are watching the replay. And my next video will be coming out this Monday, and I might actually even just do a short video that's similar to this one, so you don't have to go through an hour-long video. And I've also got a sponsored video that a company asked me to do, a paid sponsorship, which is that's the beauty of your channel growing. Oh, hi, good to see you, CBC Ballet. Kind of missed much of the live stream, but definitely catch this live stream on the replay. So I want to thank everybody for attending this live stream, and for those that are watching the replay. And I'll catch you in the next video. I want to wish you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Oh, I can't see where to finish it.